Taro root is a truly comforting food, soft, starchy, and rich with a slightly nutty sweetness that feels like a gentle embrace in every bite. Traditionally enjoyed across many parts of Asia, the Pacific Islands, the Caribbean, and Africa, taro carries with it the heart of ancestral cooking, a root pulled from the earth, transformed by heat, and shared around a table. But beyond its warm, familiar flavor and cultural richness, taro has a quiet and powerful health benefit. It becomes a source of resistant starch when cooked and cooled, which helps nourish the gut and support digestive health in the most natural, satisfying way. At first glance, taro might look rugged and unassuming, brown, rough-skinned, slightly hairy. But once peeled and cooked, it reveals a tender, creamy flesh with a mild, almost chestnut-like flavor. When you boil or steam taro, it softens beautifully and becomes a hearty addition to any meal. And when you allow it to cool, something subtle and transformative happens. The starches within the taro root begin to retrograde, meaning their molecular structure changes slightly, forming resistant starch. This kind of starch doesn't get digested in the small intestine, so instead of turning into glucose right away, it travels to the colon where it feeds your beneficial gut bacteria. These good bacteria thrive on resistant starch, and in turn, they produce short-chain fatty acids, such as butyrate, that help keep the lining of the colon healthy, reduce inflammation, and regulate bowel movements in a natural, rhythmically supportive way. For those who suffer from sluggish digestion, irregularity, or general digestive discomfort, adding cooked and cooled taro to your diet can be a soothing and effective tool to support regularity and overall gut resilience. It's a way of working with the body's natural processes, not against them, and doing so with food that feels familiar, comforting, and easy to enjoy. One of the most beautiful aspects of taro is its versatility. Once cooked, it can be mashed like potatoes, cubed and added to soups or stews, or even blended into creamy desserts or smoothies. When cooled, its texture becomes even more firm and satisfying, perfect for tossing into cold grain or vegetable salads, slicing into a chilled stir-fry, or serving as a base for plant-based bowls. You can even roast taro chunks after boiling and cooling them, adding a crispy layer to their naturally creamy interior. All the while, the resistant starch remains intact, quietly working its magic in your gut. From a practical standpoint, you can prepare taro simply by peeling it, using gloves, as raw taro contains oxalates that can irritate the skin, boiling it until tender, usually 15 to 20 minutes, and then letting it cool fully in the fridge. Once cooled, it can be stored and used for several days in a variety of meals. Taro pairs beautifully with coconut milk, ginger, garlic, greens, and spices like turmeric or cumin, making it a flavorful and adaptable companion in many global cuisines. Add it to a curry, mash it with garlic and olive oil, or chill it and dress it with lemon juice and chopped herbs for a refreshing side. Emotionally and culturally, taro also carries depth. For many, it represents tradition, family, and the wisdom of generations. In places like Hawaii and Polynesia, it's not just food, it's a sacred part of identity. To eat taro is to connect with the land and to honor the slow, seasonal rhythms of growing, harvesting, and nourishing. When you include it in your meals today, you're not just feeding your gut bacteria, you're participating in something timeless, something rooted. In this modern world of fast food and constant rush, taro invites you to slow down, to cook something with your hands, to cool it with intention, to nourish yourself not only with nutrients, but with grounding, wholesome care. It's a reminder that healing doesn't need to be harsh or complex. It can be as simple as a bowl of soft, cool taro shared at the table. Every bite is soothing, every meal is supportive, and every dish is a gesture of quiet, lasting nourishment from the inside out.